Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Creation tools allows you to record and edit your broadcast so it sounds great. And they even distribute your broadcast for you so that it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. So make sure you download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Now, I came across this today, you guys, and I wanted to discuss this with you all to hear your response from this. So, a high school basketball announcer in Oklahoma was heard on a hot mic calling teenage athletes the N word for kneeling during the national anthem. Now, during the Norman High and Midwest City 6A girls state quarterfinals game on Thursday night, every player from Norman elected to kneel from this, in which appeared to be a protest against systematic racism. Now, however, the announcer, who has yet to be identified, as you know, we're recording this, it probably as soon as after this person has came up, maybe, who knows, but was caught making racial remarks about the young um, basketball players. And here's what he said: "They're kneeling blank blank. I hope Norman gets their blank kick. Blank them. I hope they lose. Come on, Midwest City. They're going to kneel like that? Hell no," this person says. So, further on, after the shocking, because there is a video of this, you guys, that went viral, and the superintendents of the school issue a statement saying that racial and hateful comments. He also says that his school will no longer rely on this to broadcast its games. So, what do you guys think of this here? Of this high school basketball announcer using racial slurs against kneeling basketball players? Coach Darnell, you coach basketball, so what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Andrew, you gonna go? Cause when I talk, I'm not gonna stop. So you got something you want to say first?
First and foremost, his butt need to be fired. Okay, there
Hmm.
should. We're in a time now where, again, raceful and hateful comments should not be allowed in the first place, especially in a school setting. Okay, it is a peaceful setting. Okay, so for you to say racial and hateful comments as a school announcer, that's just wrong. Um, Again, his butt needs to be. I want to say something, but I can't. But
Go
his butt
ahead,
needs to be fired.
say it. This is our podcast. You
Um,
can say whatever you want to, Andrew. Go ahead, say it.
because
It is fine.
this is just unacceptable.
It really is.
You
It
are
really is.
announcing for the school, but you want the other team to kick their butt because they're kneeling. So to me, it seems like that you have no idea what's going on, that you are racist, and that you don't care. Basically, you don't care. You're just there to announce the team and then leave at the end of the day. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You just here for the check. You just here for the game. Coach.
Oh, right before I get with you, Coach, hold on. Let me read this statement here from this school. They say we condemn and will not tolerate the disgusting words and attitudes of these announcers. This type of hate speech has no place in our society, and we are outraged that it will be directed at any human being, and particularly at our students. We fully support our students' right to freedom of expression, and our immediate focus is to support these girls and their coaches and families, particularly our Black students and coaching staff. It is very tragic that the hard work and skills of this team is being overshadowed by this. And we will do everything in our power to support and uplift our team and everyone affected by this in a sense. So go ahead, coach.
I saw that.
Oh, you did.
Because the word that I want to bring out my mouth, I saw that. I saw that. I saw that crap. And crap is not the word I want to say, but I'm going to say it today. I saw that crap today. I heard that crap today. I was very, very not happy. But hell, I ain't been happy, period. Because it seems like every time we do something, it always got to be a goddamn issue about what we do. And because we're kneeling, you just decide, hey, this is the day I'm going to use the nigger word.
Mm-hmm.
You've been wanting to say the nigger word for the longest. See, don't tell me no bull crap about we're not going to tolerate all this and racism. Y'all can't wait to use the nigger word. I don't care what it is. It ain't got to be just sports, man. It could be anything else. They can't wait to use nigger word. Oh, and you thought that your mic was off, right? So because you thought that your mic was off, you just felt like you had the need to say some stuff out of your mouth. Huh. That's why they say you better be careful what you say, because you never know. And had I been the coach, I'm going to tell you right now, had I been the coach, I'd have lost my job. Because I'd have went up there and whooped that man's behind. I darn sure would have. Because let me tell you something. You don't make my kids feel as if they're a piece of nothing. Oh, I would commence to whooping your tail, sir. And I'm going to whoop your tail for every nigga word that you say. I don't care who don't like what I'm saying. You can say I'm violent all you want to. But when it comes to my children, I'm going to protect mine. I'm going to protect my girls in a society where they already look beneath any goddamn way because they're girls. They don't get no privileges like that because they can't do anything. They're too prissy. They don't deserve to play sports. Sports is not for them. And I'm supposed to feel happy about that. No, I'm not. I'm not. And I ain't gonna stand for it. And if I could get on a plane right now and head to Oklahoma, I would. Just to go to that school and tell them girls that you can protest this. You need to stand for what you believe. During the state, as a coach, during the state championship right now, I'm postponing the rest of my season. You know why I'm postponing the rest of my season? Because we're going to get some respect out here. You're going to realize who we are out here. It ain't going to be no violent protest. It's going to be very peaceful. Because basically what you're telling me is that we're looking ignorant because we're not wanting to stand up to a flag that don't give a damn about us.
That part.
So he should be fired. Not only should he be fired, he should be banned. Forgiveness, sure. Sure. But I'm angry. But forgiveness, sure. Why? Because you shouldn't hold grudges against ignorant people. Mm-hmm. Right? Because as a coach, you still got to make sure you're setting an example for your kids. As a teacher, you still got to make sure you're setting an example before your kids. No matter who does anything wrong to you, you need to learn how to just sometimes swallow your pride and do right and say, you know what? I forgive you, but I never forget what you did. But I forgive you, though. But understand this much, though. What you did will come back to you. No matter how it comes back to you, you're going to face the consequences for what you've done. And this is why I don't use the N-word a whole lot. Because this is why other people feel that they can use it. Because they see us using it so goddamn much. They just, hey, I'm comfortable. If they're comfortable enough to say it, and I'm comfortable enough to say it too. No. Because in the terms, we shouldn't even be calling each other that anyway. But we don't get mad when we say it, right? Because that's the thing. That's the crew. But then when somebody else said it, we ready to jump down their throat, put them on a train track, and make sure they get ran over. That man was wrong. He's very incompetent. He's ignorant. And he should be banned. Banned. That's my 50 cents on that.
Now, I agree with you, Coach. I agree with you. Everything that you said.
So yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I can understand why you will never forget what was said. But that, I ain't being funny. I take a go back to Africa any day. But for somebody to call my child a nigga on live broadcasting because you ain't understand what the hell was going on, I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that. That's like you and Andrew having a conversation and you forget to turn the mic off. And you put names out there. You understand what I'm saying? Now it's like, oh snap. We done said some names. What we gonna do? You might get lucky and be able to delete it the first time, but then what happens if you do it a second time? Everybody always got that one lucky state. You get what I'm saying? Where they can erase it real quick. But what happens the next time? He knew what he was doing, Dame. He knew what he was doing, bruh.
That I feel that we needed to discuss this because when I seen this, I don't know. I do not know what is happening in our schools. Like it's just, I don't know. It is just what is happening inside our schools that we are not aware of. Like we need to be aware of all of this. It just makes no sense right here. And he knew better. He knew better. But no. So I hope whoever this person is will be identified by the time this episode comes out, and there will be some consequences for his actions. Absolutely. Because this is not going away. This can't happen anymore. It just can't.
We have an update story here for you guys that we have been talking about since the last episode. Don't mind my phone going off at this time, but we do have an update episode that we do have for you guys about that school announcer that used that racial slur at a girls' basketball game. So I'm going to read you of what he said. And I quote, this happened on this March 12th. In a press release, and I quote, I, Matt Roman, on Thursday, March 11th, 2021, most regularly made some statements that cannot be taken back. During the Norman High School girls basketball game against Midwest City, I made inappropriate and racist comments, believing that the microphone was off. However, let me state immediately that is no excuse such comments should have never been uttered. I am a family man. I am married, have 2 children, and at one time was a youth pastor. I continue to be a member of the Baptist Church. I have not only embarrassed and disappointed myself, I have embarrassed and disappointed my family and my friends. I will state that I suffer type 1 diabetes, and during the game, my sugar was spiking. While not excusing my remarks, it is not unusual when my sugar spikes. that I become disorientated and often say things that are not appropriate as well as hurtful. I do not believe that I would have made such horrible statements absent my sugar spiking. During this time, I was with a colleague and friend, Scott. I'm not. I don't know how to say his last name correctly, but Scott. Mr. Scott was not the one that made these comments. It was me and me alone. It is not my desire to shrink my responsibility in this matter, and I certainly do not want Mr. Scott to share in the blame of this most unfortunate incident. While the comments I've made will certainly seem to indicate that I am racist, I am not. I have never I have never considered myself to be racist, and in short, cannot explain why I made these comments. I offer my sincere apologies for the inappropriate comments made and hope that I can attain forgiveness. I specifically apologize to the Norman High School girls basketball team, their families, their coaches, and their entire school system. Additionally, I offer my apologies to OSSAA and the NFHS network. Further apologize to all involved in this situation and simply to the entire sports community. There are no other words to explain what occurred. That this is something for which I must take responsibility, and I wholeheartedly accept responsibility for my words and actions. It is my sincere desire that I can attain forgiveness for my action and words. So, that was his press release. I want to hear y'all thoughts about that.
I got diabetes. I'm gonna get diabetes, and I'm gonna just go 8 ball-ish like Beyonce and Jay-Z. I'm going in because I got diabetes. I got type 1 diabetes. I'm gonna say every name in the book. Oh, but check this out though. Guess what? The positive note out of that: the girls that he disrespected, they end up winning the state. They went undefeated. So that's the good news about that. Yeah, I had to check in on that one because I'm a basketball coach. Won the whole thing. I don't think it was motivation, but what I do know is it shut you up real quick though, because they won the whole thing. The whole thing. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of them group because they didn't let that, dictate what the goal was. And that was to win the state championship and bring it back to their school. So they did that part. But I'm gonna have type 1 diabetes tomorrow, like real facts. I'm gonna have it, and I'm gonna spike my sugar level up, and I'm just gonna go in tomorrow. While we have our talk with Eric Nelson, I'm just gonna go in tomorrow about the LGBT IA, just because I got diabetes. So my remarks shouldn't be, held against me. Oh God.
What in the world? What in the world? When I first read this statement, let me tell you the type 1 diabetes symptoms, okay? Let me tell you what they are. Extreme thirst, increased hunger, especially after eating, dry mouth, upset stomach and vomiting, frequent urination, unexplained weight loss, blurry vision, and it goes on and on. So you're telling me that this makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, really, you blame it on you having diabetes? Really, of you saying these racist words? Are you kidding me? This is, oh, I don't understand.
Nah, bro. It ain't
This
kidding. It ain't kidding you. You read it right. You read it right there. Tell it to the people in the back though. Listen, I want you to repeat what you just read. Tell it to the people in the back so they can understand what type 1 diabetes is. Just one more time for me. Read it to the people in the back for me.
You have extreme thirst, increased hunger, especially after eating, dry mouth, upset stomach and vomiting, fatigue, blurry vision, unexplained weight loss. I
Crankiness or mood changes.
exactly. So you're telling me that you are going to blame this for you saying those words? You can't do that. You
Type
cannot do that. Type 1 diabetes.
type 1. Yes, but that is a one in the air. That's like us winning the championship saying we're number one. This man said type 1. So you're telling me that you were so thirsty that you were thirsty and that your vision was blurry and you just decided to say the N word. Like I
Idiot.
like this. Like you
Idiot.
were losing, you were vomiting, and that word just happened to come out your mouth. This is great.
Idiot.
This is great.
Just
This is great.
pathetic. He's a
This
idiot.
this is the sarcastic side that nobody has ever seen from me, but this is great. You know what, dude? You deserve the Grammy Award for what it means to be a butthole. Because there is no way, bro, that you're going to sit up here and justify that you had type 1 diabetes and that was the reason that you did an outlash. People, come on now. I seen the commercial. I seen the sneakers commercial. You know what I'm saying? You're different when you're hungry. No, hell no. He wasn't different. He knew what he
Absolutely not.
It wasn't different.
Absolutely not.
have a sneakers. You know how that commercial went? Like you're
Mhm.
not have a Snickers. No. No, 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 no. No.
Mm-mm.
Have several seats. Have several seats. This is Andrew. What did you thought? What did you thought? I'm so done at this point here with this high school announcer. He has just really taken me off.
When I first read that, I was like, really? Really? You gonna blame type 1 diabetes? Really? Because immediately, like you did, I look at the symptoms and really blurting inappropriate comments is not
No, no,
not
no
it.
way, no way.
Mm-mm. But
He just
I
doesn't
mean,
want to admit it that it's his
I'm
fault.
glad
That's
the
it. I know he said it, and sorry to interrupt you, Andrew, but I know he said it in his statement that I take full responsibility for my actions. No, you're not. You're really not. In my opinion, you're not. Of what you said, and then you're going to blame it on type 1 diabetes? No, no, no. Finish what you were saying, Andrew. Sorry.
type 1 diabetes. Okay. Okay, buddy. Hmm. I need to see some proof that you have type 1 diabetes, please. Or go to your doctor one.
Check, please.
Because I need to see proof. Do you really have type 1 diabetes? Because if you're just saying that just to get some attention,
That's what he's doing. That is what
yeah,
he's
you got
doing.
attention, all right. You got attention. Mm-hmm.
He just wants some
As
attention.
the biggest butthole in America, okay, or the biggest butthole announcer in America. Yeah, that's right. The Norman High School basketball girls, they won undefeated. Yeah, they're number one. Get it? Number one, right? But you're not number one.
Yep. A
You ain't
whole
be negatives. You negative one.
yeah.
You might want to get that checked out, sir.
Wow.
Type 1 because my sugar was spiked. Boy, please.
Go ahead, coach.
Now I ain't got nothing to say. I'll just put this one up. Cause my boy say he had that's gonna stay with me for the rest of the day. That my dog say he had type 1, yo. Like my man's ain't even like he justified it. He said, I'm sorry for my actions. I embarrassed my family, my friends, and my colleagues. Because that's how he
She
probably
did.
was talking when he said that. And so therefore I wanted to let you all know that because of my type 1 diabetes, it just made me have these type of ignorant moments. Okay? Like, come on,
You
my guy.
said what you said, so own up to it. Own up to it. Don't try to blame something that you are saying. Just own up to it.
And And first, if you had type 1 diabetes, you would have insulin shots to control their blood sugar. So this man over here is false. I don't think he has type 1 diabetes.
Drops mic.
He thought that his mic was muted while it's up.
Boy, no, you thought wrong. You thought wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't know my mic was. No, your mic was on. Don't try and even pull that. Your mic was on. You did that. You did that.
Right.
Don't try to say, oh, the mic was on. Oh, somebody unplug it. No. It was on.
I know your mic was on, because when we go on break, our mic be on. We don't start recording, because when we go on break, we still be recording and be talking. So we know our mic be on. Why the hell you ain't know your mic was on? And we have bloopers. So therefore, every blooper that we put on, we knew our mic was on. And we ain't saying nothing. We ain't saying nothing wrong about nobody.
No.
Oh, that's right. Because we have class and we have respect for each other. Because we know if anybody inappropriately embarrassed not only themselves but this podcast, they would no longer be here. This is like a job to us.
Right.
So you don't live up to the expectations, you won't be here. You get your thoughts together, and then when you're ready to come back, we may reconsider you coming back, depending on how harsh or whatever that you said. You understand what I'm saying? But that right there, that's no renegotiating. You don't come back from that. And that's not me being judgmental. Okay? You know, matter of fact, let me take that back. You can come back, but you gotta earn your stripes again. Let me say that. You can come back, but you gotta earn your stripes. And the reason why I'm saying that is because when me and Damien talked earlier today, and we were talking about like second chances and understanding people, you know, like you can get another chance, but your credit, your face, it's gonna be a while before you get your face back. And respect.
Now you gotta start at the bottom. Now you gotta work your way up.
Exactly.
Because here's the thing. You would want to start at the bottom than not start at all. You would rather start at the bottom because you have a family, right? So therefore, you still got to take care of your family. So I just have to take the choice of starting at the bottom and working my way up. And then you need to make a decision to ask yourself. No, matter of fact, you don't need to make a decision. You need to tell yourself, I would not work another black game again in my life, because apparently I still see race, I still see color, and I don't understand what's going on in life. I see it.
Well, one final thing, he needs to make a real statement from my end, because that right there was not a statement at all. I bet somebody, whoever, I don't know, probably wrote that from him. And he just, whatever, just add his little thoughts or whatever. But that's not a sincere apology from me, because no, you can't blame of what you said on type 1 diabetes. You can't do that. You can't do that. So like I said earlier, take responsibility for your actions, for what you said, because you said it. Everyone heard you. So take responsibility for it. Don't try to blame something. I hate when people try to do that. Like they said something, and then when people, say, you did say that, no, I said it in this way. No, you did not. No, you did not. So just own what you said. I mean, come on now. How hard is that? People just don't want to, own up to their truth. They just don't. And it's pathetic. It's sad.
And it's the truth. And the truth hurts.
It does. It hurts. But people don't want to hear it.
Well, they're gonna have to.
Yes, Damien. Yes, coming out your bag tonight,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah, because I can't with this anymore of what people are. I really don't understand what's happening with people these days. I really don't. It's just to me that I don't want to use this word here. I don't like saying it, but some people are just plain stupid. They are. They're just plain stupid. They don't think for a second.
Person with me, then it's coats. Now it's turning on.
Yes, that
So
time
I don't
over.
want to hear I don't want to hear people coming at me for what I'm saying because like I said the other day with you guys, I'm going to speak my truth. And if you don't like what I'm saying, then you can just leave because at this point, 2021, it is a new change, Damien. I'm gonna tell you that right there.
Oh,
So if you don't like it, hit the door. I'm done.
okay,
I'm done.
okay,
I'm done. I am coming out.
okay,
I am coming out and people are not gonna like it. I'm gonna just say that.
okay. Hey, hey! Shout out to my boy David, bruh. Shout out to my mans, yo. Cause my man's coming out the shell now.
Don't play
Yes,
with me.
sir.
Don't play with me.
Don't
Because you're
play
gonna
Listen,
with
get
my
your
don't play.
dog.
feelings hurt.
He
Don't
don't
I'll
play
play.
tell you
though.
that.
Don't play
You're
with
gonna
my
get your
dog.
feelings hurt.
You heard my
No,
boy.
he don't
Don't
play.
play with my dog. For real facts. Cause yo, we coming but the juggler out here, yo. Real fact. Time done went forward. My boy Dave showing out. Yes, sir.
He put his he's
And,
put his
and
foot forward. Without further ado, this is the special edition of Future Educators Talk. We will see y'all next time on the next Future Educators Talk. So until then, we see y'all next week.
yes, sir.